Good morning, Young Ambition here, Lake George Soft Wash. Wanted to make a quick video for you guys and let you see what my truck setup is like. This is going to be basically a series of videos showing you guys my progress and my journey, my trials and errors of starting a soft wash business. Okay, starting out, basically I want to help other people kind of figure out what other people have helped me figure out, and I'm going to show you how I am getting up and going, show you my setup for my marketing. Been doing this for a couple days now, and I'm already making money, and I think it's something that everyone can do. So I know there's some guys out there with some incredibly nice rigs, kind of high tech. I of course want to get there. It's tough to do that right in the beginning. So I think that my setup is really kind of the starter, the entry setup. Costs a little bit of money, a little bit of time to set up, but it's not very intricate, not very expensive, but it is very effective and it works. I've tried it out, I've used it, and I think people will like this. So here's my truck right here. It's a F250, 2016 F250 with a 6.5 foot bed. You don't really need a whole lot of space. I got the box in there too, which I do use. I've contemplated taking it out, but I do use that box. It holds my battery and some other tools, so it does take up some extra space, but it's working for now. I think eventually I'm going to maybe next year maybe move to a trailer, but there's pros and cons to that. You know, we can talk about that later. But really, to start my setup, what I did last year when I started was I just started with this tank. Started with a 25-gallon tank, came with a 4 gallon per minute Everflow pump. I bought 100 feet of hose and had a ladder and some bleach, and that's how I started. Started pretty cheap. I think I started last year for 400 bucks all in, maybe not even that. This year I wanted to expand it a little bit. Bought this 100 gallon tank from Home Depot. It was about $300. Got 200, maybe 300 feet of hose back there. Bought this hose reel, which was like 160 bucks. I actually just bought another one. I'm gonna double stack them. Got my roof snot pressure washer, which was about 400 bucks. I actually waited until I got a pressure washer job, and it was a decent sized job. The one job actually paid for it, so the pressure washer was basically bought by the customer. But so what I did here, because the wheel wells takes up a lot of space, it might be hard to see. I built a platform. That goes from the right side of the truck over to the left side of the truck. You can see the end of it here. What the platform did is it goes back. It's like an L shape, so this is obviously cut out for storage. But in the back there, it basically eliminates the notch between the wheel wells and gives you all that space between each side of the bed. So that 100 gallon tank and the 25 gallon tank fit in there nicely. And then of course this comes out, and I was able to drill in the hose reel here, which makes it very convenient right at the end. Like I said, I'm going to stack it, so you can go online, you can buy the steel frame ones, and these things pop in, but you're looking at spending like 600 bucks. I was actually kind of blown away when I looked at it. I'm going to actually build a platform, or basically a box out of wood, and just put another hose reel on it and try that out, see if it works. Trial and error. And then so over here I built a platform on top of a platform, so I can reach in here. I got my pump down in here, my battery hookup. This is a 5.5 gallon per minute Everflow, or I don't know what that is. North Star makes this pump actually. Really good pump. I like it. I think I'm going to try a 7 gallon per minute pump. I've read some good things about it, but this works for now. And then the 4.5 gallon pump that came on this, I just keep in the box as a backup in case something happens to this while I'm on the job. So I also got this hose spliced in here. This is just a regular attachment, so at the end of the day, see how gunked up this gets, I can hook it up to a garden hose and basically flush out the whole system, clean out my hose, clean out my pump, clean out my fittings, and just try to make stuff last as long as possible. Then down in there I got a shut off for the 100-gallon tank. So if I need to do any maintenance down here, I can shut off the tank. I'm in the process of actually hooking this tank to that line with an on and off valve, so I will have one pump that can pull from both of these tanks. My idea behind that is right now I'm doing a lot of I do a lot of house washes, so I've really been utilizing that 100-gallon tank. I can go out and do 3, 4, 5 jobs without having to refill it, and that just gets pulled right through this hose line. If I get some roof jobs, I want to be able to just pump from the 100-gallon tank into the 25-gallon tank, mix a surfactant in there, and then pull through the pump, and then I can use the same hose to spray the roof. If I put the surfactant in the 100-gallon tank, then the 100-gallon tank is just for roof washes, and I don't have an option of mixing or splitting. Down the road, I would like to have a proportioner, but again, this is a start out rig. This is kind of how I have to do it. But if you guys don't know what a proportioner is, it basically looks like a trident fork. One on-off switch controls the water. One switch controls your surfactant, and one controls your chlorine or bleach, whatever you're using. And then you can control how much you're using for each job, or if you want to just flush your system, you can just turn on the water. It's really convenient, really nice. I would like to be there one day. I'm not there right now. But this is what kind of works for me. So this whole setup here, again, that tank right there, the 25-gallon tank, I got that last year. I want to say like maybe $200 with the pump. The Everflow pump down there, the 5.5-gallon pump, that was maybe $160, I want to say. Got the pressure washer, which was paid for by the first job. That was $4.99. Roof snot was $65. The hose reel was $165. The 2 lengths of the hose there were probably $40 a pop. A couple buckets, and this 100-gallon tank is $300. So I mean, it's a pretty cheap setup to get going. And I'm making this video a little late. This really should have been my first video. But this is my setup, and it probably cost me, maybe, I'm not good at mental math, but maybe $1,500, $2,000 with the pressure washer and all that. And I've already made $7,500 in like the last 2 weeks. So all my equipment's already paid for. Everything on this truck is paid off. So I hope this video helps out. I just want people to understand and see that you can do this. You can start this up. You can get a setup of your own going, a business of your own going, and start making money today. Next I'm going to talk to you about some of the marketing that I'm doing, how I'm getting my jobs. Like I said, I've only been doing this for a couple weeks. I think I'm getting ready to go out to a job right now. It's like my 11th job. And I think I'm on week 3 actually, if I was to look at the calendar. And yeah, over $7,500. This guy today is actually paying me pretty well. So stick around, and maybe you guys can leave some comments, ask some questions. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. We'll talk to you next time.